Hello everybody, this is Aaron, and in this video what I'm going to do is address the top questions I got from my stream yesterday, and that is, what is the cash shop, or what is in the cash shop, and how the heck do the ArchePasses work? Okay, so first up I want to take a look at the cash shop, which at this point I think it's fair to rename the cash shop the marketplace, because cash shop is more indicative of the old model. So if you get inside of the marketplace, you have two tabs. The first tab is for the Diligence Coins. Those are the coins that are earned through the ArchePass, the free ArchePass. More on the ArchePasses here in a moment. And then the second tab is more like the cash shop, which is used, you buy credits with real life money. Okay, to be quite blunt here, what is in the credit side of the marketplace is purely cosmetic. There are no items which I, as a longtime player of Archeage, can say that will provide any advantage in any way by spending real life money. Even the items that take a fair bit of credits, or said another way, a decent bit of money, they are bound. So the only reason to use the cash shop now is going to be because you want to support the game, or you simply like the look of a costume or a piece of housing decor. Alright, so those who have never been to my channel before, you do know that, or you should know that I do a lot of spreadsheets, and that's my contribution to the community. So there will be a spreadsheet in the description, and that will have all the items in both the Diligent Coin version of the marketplace as well as the credit version. So check the video description for that. But as you can see in my video here, as I thumb through the credit side of the cash shop, there is nothing in here that is going to do anything for anybody. Nothing provides you any form of power, nor can it be traded or sold for in-game gold. Everything in here is bind on pickup, or said another way, bind on acquiring. All right, so let's get out of the credit side or the cash side of the marketplace, and let's go to the Diligent Coin shop. This may be confusing without really understanding how the ArchePass works, but what you need to know right now is the ArchePass is free. It's free for every character that you basically earn rewards for by doing tasks or quests. I'll explain the ArchePass system more here in a minute, but just as you look through these Diligent Coins, understand that they are earned only from the free version of the ArchePass. All right, so we're going to go through the Diligent part of the marketplace, and you're going to find traditional style Archeage items in here that can be used to enhance your character in various ways. Again, remember, these are available to everybody for free, just for doing quests. Along with a lot of the stuff that you find in the credit version of the marketplace, you can buy them also with your Diligent Coins, so it's not like you have to spend money. Your choice will be, how do you spend the Diligent Coins that you obtain in a manner that best suits your playstyle. So in these sections, what you're going to find is things like mounts, gliders, magithopters, which is another form of a glider, loot, honor, vocation, XP potions, tempering charms, labor pots, inventory expansion scrolls, and vehicle upgrade tickets. These are the sort of things that in the past lended Archeage itself to be a pay-to-win type of game. Now these sort of boost or advantage granting items, while they still are available, the means in which you attain them are passed on directly through playing the game, not on how much money you're willing to spend. Furthermore, there is a hard cap on how many coins you can earn per month, so even a person with no job or life outside of Archeage will still be limited to how much they can actually earn, and they're going to have to make choices on what to buy with them and when. I really hope that kind of answers the most common questions about the cash shop, or now, as I find it appropriate to call it, the marketplace. So let's go ahead and move on to the ArchePass and how one actually earns Diligent Coins. All right, so what the ArchePass is basically, other games would call it a battle pass. Systems in which you are rewarded for doing tasks or achieving goals. For those of you who have played Archeage before, you'll find these tasks very similar to what you used to do as your daily quest. Each month you're going to be giving the option of 4 different Arc passes that you can activate, and the names of those are Basic, Vocation, Equipment, and Combat. The Basic one only costs you 1 copper to activate, so anybody can get that. Then there's the Vocation, the Equipment, and the Combat Arc passes, and those are purchased with 5 gold that you can earn in game simply by doing quests or spending labor. Now here's the rub. You can only work on one of those passes at any given time. When you switch a pass, that actually consumes gold. So if you're working on one and you want to switch to another one, it's going to cost you 5 gold. And if you switch back, it's not like you already own it. You're going to have to spend 5 gold again. Each pass has tiers of progression. As you do more tasks or quests, you are awarded more progression through each tier. Now the Vocation, the Equipment, and the Combat Arc passes each have 45 tiers to complete. Once you complete a pass, you get a very nice prize at the end. Now, if you're doing the Basic Arc pass, the one that costs the copper, it actually has 98 tiers or 99 tiers, depending on how you want to look at that. Now, for the Combat, the Vocation, and the Equipment, every 5 tiers of those Arc passes, you will earn Diligent Coins. Okay, so it's at this point that I realized that trying to explain the system in words alone is not really going to cut it. So let me throw up a graphic here. All right, so what you're seeing is a basic graphic of what is going on, and it is essentially a copy of what you see available in-game, but larger and in a way that I at least feel like is easier to explain. Okay, so here's a quick slide of what it looks like in game. So at the top here, what you're going to see is your progression bar. The way it works is this bar will fill up as you complete your daily task or objectives, which you can pick up in the lower right hand corner. You'll see the various tasks that you have. These tasks reset as you finish them. So for example, the first one I had was kill 10 mobs in the starter zone Arkham Iris. And as soon as I completed that task, it just reset and gave me a new one, which was kill 20 mobs in the zone of Tiger Spine. So the amount of progress you get towards each tier is dependent on the difficulty of the task, or at least I think it is. So for example, when I completed the first task of killing 10 mobs in Arkham Iris, I only got 5% progression towards that tier of my Arc Pass. Now, when I moved on to Tiger Spine and I killed the 20 mobs or whatever it was, it gave me almost 12% progression towards that tier. So the kill quest also seems dependent on your level. So, for example, when I first started out, I was level 1, and so the quest that I got was for that, for Arkham Iris low level. Once I hit level 10, they started giving me the version in Tiger Spine. And so I don't think like at level 10, you're not going to get like some random kill quest, like go to the library or the higher mountains. You're going to get a level appropriate quest. All right, so the way it works is each day you earn progress for the tier that you're working on by doing these quests or tasks. You can do 12 quests or tasks each day. If you get a quest you do not like, you can actually replace it. You're allowed to make 3 replacements each day. So the short version of this ArchePass is you're allowed to complete 12 quests or tasks from your list. Those tasks earn you progress through finishing the tier of the ArchePass that you're working on. That's basically it. Okay, so you've heard about premium ArchePass. They mention it in the live streams. It's pretty much everywhere. So what is the premium ArchePass? Well, the premium ArchePass is like an upgrade to whatever pass you're running. If you decide, all games have to make money, so it's normal for them to do something like this. If you want to buy a premium part of the ArchePass, it is $10 a month or 1,500 credits. So the premium part of this runs in tandem with whatever ArchePass you're working on. All it does is it provides you additional awards for doing your task or your quest. And additionally, it looks like it also provides or opens up a fourth tier down here at the bottom of what they're calling a premium quest. How much progression that actually provides you is unknown at this point. I don't have any credits to buy this. Why this actually may be a little bit of concern to you, like if you unlock, you spend the $10 a month, you get access to this specific task, and it provides you a boatload of progression. That would be a little alarming to me. So, for example, let's say that you do a quest and it gives you 50% progression, whereas at these low levels you're only earning 5 or 12%, like I was. Well, that all of a sudden that version of the task seems a little bit too powerful. So if you're only limited to doing 12 quests a day, or 12 of these tasks a day, the goal now becomes you do the one that provides you the most progression in the shortest amount of time. And if the premium one is skewed in any way to give you more advantage, then yeah, that's a bit of a concern. I will look into that as this test period goes on. Okay, so the last thing that I always got asked on my stream about the ArchePass was, like, how many Diligent Coins can you earn per month? The answer to that is you can earn 370 coins per type of ArchePass, except the basic. The basic doesn't give you any coins. Now, don't confuse basic with premium. Basic is just the one that costs 1 copper, whereas the other ones cost 5 gold. Those are the vocation, the combat, and the equipment ones. So basically what we have, the answer to the question is how many coins can you earn per month, is 3 times 370, or 1,110 coins per month. Now, I actually have a follow-up thought about that, is can you even complete all 3 versions of ArchePasses that provide these coins in the 30-day allotted time limit? So basically, every day you're limited to 12 tasks or 12 quests per day. If you take those 12 tasks per day over a 30-day period, a month, you get a total task of 360. So there are 3 passes that provide you Diligent Coins, and each one of those has 45 tiers. That means to accomplish all 135, that's 3 times 45, of those tiers, you have a total of 360 monthly tasks to do it in. Meaning each task that you complete needs to provide you with 37.5% progress towards that tier. So basically every 2 1/4 task that you finish should finish a tier of the ArchePass, which currently at these low levels is not the case. However, it is safe to assume that as you level up, the task will offer you more progression. It's just at these low levels, I'm starting a new character here on this test server. It does not seem to be the case. I will work on finding out how these tasks pay out at higher levels as the test period goes on. And then ultimately what I'm going to hope to do is provide you like a spreadsheet that says this task gives you this much percentage, so you know which ones to skip. So there you go. That is pretty much everything about the marketplace and the ArchePass system, as simple as I can explain it. Once again, there will be a full list of everything in both types of the marketplace, the cash credit shop and the Diligent Coin shop. A spreadsheet will be in the description below. Now, if you'll just allow me before I close just a couple more minutes, I do want to point out a potential issue that I can see here. As I alluded to in my last video, the new pay to win looks like it's going to shift from paying real life money to actually playing alt accounts. While alt accounts has always been a thing in Archeage, I do feel like it is fair to raise this concern again. Now, before I get into what I actually mean, let me first say this. If you are on the fence about Archeage and your main concern with Archeage in the past was pay to win, I fully 100% think they have addressed that concern in a very, very good and fair way. This version will not be like any other version of Archeage before it. It is, in my opinion, going to be the best version of Archeage yet. That said, let me just say this. The Diligent Coin Shop does have items in which can be traded or sold on the auction house. These are things like expansion scrolls, upgrade tickets, hauler tickets, speedboat tickets, fishing license. Some of the mounts and some of the pet armor are wrapped, which means they can and will be allowed to be traded. Now, to actually get these items, you do have to play the game. So it's not like it was before. They are earned, but with quests like use labor, I mean, anybody can log in an alt and click make wood, or kill X amount of mobs. A single person can easily handle these extra characters without breaking any rules. So burning labor is easy enough. Like I said, log in, plow through some carpentry task or mining task. It's easy. Or if you put if you're working on the kill quest, you can put an alt on follow, log in your main. You have to have two computers to do it, but you can still do it. You port to a specific zone, and you kill all the mobs with your main in AoE. In turn, you basically get extra Diligent coins with your alts, in which you can buy stuff and specifically trade to your main or sell for gold. This may not be a huge issue, but I felt like it was fair enough to point it out. The problems with the alts, I feel like they're going to be less than they were before, but I still believe it will be a thing. All right, that's all I got for today. I want to thank everybody who found my stream at the wee hours of the morning this morning and asked some good questions that allowed me to make it into this video. Please remember there is going to be a spreadsheet of all the items that is currently in the credit shop and the Diligent Coin Shop in the video description, along with some links on how you can support my work. Until next time, this is Arid saying, be well.